Hey, first graders, I want you to think for a minute about all of the wonderful things you did as a first grader. Not things we did as a class or field trips we went on, not that type of thing, but things you are proud of yourself for doing. Is it earning your bling? Or even passing off a certain groups of the sight words? Was it how well you felt like you were learning your addition and subtraction? I want you to think of 3 things that you can be proud of yourself for doing as a first grader, okay? So, this might be something you want to talk with your family about too. Things they might have noticed that you got better at as a first grader, okay? And it could be making new friends. It could be learning to do something, trying harder to do something. There's lots of things to pick from. But I want you to think of 3 that are special for you, okay? And we are going to use those ideas to complete. It was a scooper good year. Scooper instead of super, okay? So, we need right now, and if you need to pause and go find these, you can, but we are going to use our ice cream cone, and some of you have one that has a flat bottom, and some of you have one like this, that's an actual cone shape. And then we have 3 scoops of ice cream, okay? Once you have those, the first thing you want to do is get them all cut out. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, now that I have those all cut out, I am going to write on each one of them one of the wonderful things that I feel like I've been able to do this year. Okay, so again, maybe it's passing off your playing or passing off certain groups of sight words that you got stuck on for a while. Maybe it was just getting better at reading every night or learning to like to read. Maybe it was feeling really good about your addition or your subtraction facts. Okay, think of the things that you did this year that you are feeling good about. Okay, and you're going to propose one of those on each of these. Okay, once you have done that, you can then use either glue or tape. Let's see if I have some right here. Okay, got my glue. So, you can use glue or tape to hook the 3 pieces together. Okay. So, I'm going to put these on just as you would see ice cream getting stacked. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here at the top of the cone, just right across the top. Put down my first scoop. Looks a bit like the ice cream that we saw Elephant eating. Okay. And then I'm going to come to this second one, and I'm going to put the glue on just this bottom, this bumpy part to the edge, and put it down on my ice cream. And then my third one. Okay. And if you want to do this before you write on it, you can do that as well. Okay. So we have those all glued together. We have a nice tall ice cream cone here. And we are going to have our 3 things we feel really good about. Okay. So I'm going to say one thing I feel really good about from this year is my students were all friends. Okay, we got along really well, and that's part of what made this year great. Okay, a super thing I saw, I saw how hard some of my friends were working to become readers. Many students worked hard on their reading. Okay, and remember, you're doing 3 things that were special to you about the year. Okay, things that make you proud of yourself, and so I'm doing things that make me proud of my students. Okay, and my students were great at being hard workers. Okay, I'm thinking of how I knew that if I gave you guys directions to do something, you would do it. Okay, you were working hard, you were wanting to learn. Okay, so once you have 3 things that make you proud of yourself during the year, so I did 3 things that make me proud of my students, you'll have this lovely giant ice cream cone that you can hang up somewhere in your house to remind you of why first grade was a super good year. Enjoy! Bye!